The Democracy Vanguard of Nigeria in Diaspora, a non-governmental and non-profit organization involved in global network for the protection of democratic process around the world and especially on the continent of Africa, is constrained at this junction to write to your office drawing your attention to this threat being posed to the hard-earned Nigerian democracy. Nigeria today is at crossroads of failure and success like never before in its 58 years of independence, with insecurity, bad economy, unemployment and corruption everywhere you go. Many of the factors driving all these anomalies are well known to the government. They include governance challenges, marginalization, lack of infrastructure, mismanagement, favoritism, and youth unemployment. When Mr. Buhari took his oath of office in 2015, he promised to tackle the Boko Haram insurgency, which has blighted the lives of hundreds of thousands of people in the Northeast over the last decade. Now, the high levels of insecurity elsewhere, especially in the northwestern states of Zamfara, Kaduna, Katsina, has left plenty dead and many feeling terrorized. Insecurity. The surge of kidnappings and killings by bandits, especially Mayetti Allah in the northwest and herdsmen in every other part of the country, coupled with the resurgence of a Boko Haram faction affiliated to the Islamic State group, are big signs of failure to secure the country. As of today, more than 20,000 Nigerians have fled to neighboring countries because of the rate of violence in their land. The recent approval of 100 million naira to pay Mayetti Allah and to build them a radio station is an act of collaboration with the enemies of the country and the back doorway to encouraging more violence by these anarchy groups. Economy. Continuous dependence on oil for 30% of governmental revenues and lack of plans for fluctuating prices leave the country vulnerable. Even though the World Bank predicted sluggish growth this year at 2.2%, no forward-leaning plans are afoot, thus making Nigeria a sitting duck for failure. Unemployment. Massive unemployment has created a growing army of unemployed youth, vulnerable to recruitment in the criminal industry, and rural areas in the north are especially susceptible with unemployment at more than 20%, and nearly half the population living in extreme poverty. This undoubtedly is a disaster waiting in the wings to happen. Corruption. The rate of corruption in today's Nigeria is at its worst since the beginning of the Buhari administration. President made some effort in his first term to counter graft, which has seen tens of billions of dollars drain out of the country. Today, what we have is crusade and public witch hunt of political opponents, while APC members and governmental cronies are walking the corridors of power. Infrastructure. Despite the billions of dollars being pumped into numerous capital projects, the Security and Exchange Commission has estimated that Nigeria's infrastructure deficit will hit $878 billion by 2040, making it hard to attract foreign investment and for local businesses to prosper. In view of the above, Democracy Vanguard of Nigeria in the Diaspora hereby suggests as the following: sacking of the compromised security chiefs, more training for the good, hard-working ones. The government should improve police capacity to prevent, detect, and investigate kidnapping. The courts should fast-track judicial arrangements for prosecuting the thousands suspected kidnappers awaiting trial over the years, and publicize convictions. 4. Government should pursue genuine oversight of all the projects currently under construction through the Federation, with the aim of forestalling the tendency to abandon such projects midway and absconding with the full payment for job not completed. And I end with this. We at the Democracy Vanguard of Nigeria in the diaspora, along with the teeming Nigerians whose democracy we stand to defend, urge Nigerians to be vigilant and join us in guiding this democracy against agents of terror and subversion. Thank you.